Ooh, there you go. New stream. Let's go start. Go here. Let's go Aegis again. Boys. This time, yeah, we are chapter one. Anyways.
冬7回
How I don't know if that's too loud. Give me a second. Let me let me check real quick. Yeah, it might be just like a little bit too loud. Let me turn it down a little bit because that's actually insane how loud this game. Okay, let's try 12 because 12 might be good. Let's see. Forget it. 10, not 9. Actually, I like. How is it so loud? Actually insane, dude. I forget it. Let's do 7%. Let's call it a day. I feel like that'll be decent. You're probably asking, 7%. What does that mean? Like, just the audio mixer. Anyways, left now popular place where a number of sofas folding chairs and a large television. On that 28-inch CRT, a meaningless New Year's program was running. Watching that boring television with an equally bored expression was some girl. Oh yeah, context. If you want to watch the last stream, it's on YouTube still, and like yeah, like it's really short. I think I was only there for like 30 minutes. So if you want to watch the prologue, you can. If not, I mean it's fine. You know what I mean? But just to catch you up on speed, this is about like so far, right? A girl in that hospital. She's in there for 8 years now. Uh, she kind of feels like worthless because she thinks her life is meaningless because like all of her connections with her friends and all that is gone because she's like in this hospital. Makes sense, right? Um, what else can I say about that? Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's really all it is. Like right now, like that's basically everything. Anyways, let's get started. She has a small build and wore pink pajamas. Her wrist had, just like I did, a white bracelet. Oh yeah, another character was introduced. We don't know his name yet, or their name. I don't know what they are. Hair that was to her hips left an impression. Hey you, is that interesting? There wasn't. Oh fuck, I misclicked. Not particularly. That's all she replied with. She didn't even turn towards me, even though I had spoken to her. Perhaps she had absolutely no interest in me. She continued to gaze at the television with a bored look. If it's boring, you don't have to watch it. As I thought that, I also sat down in a folding chair. And sitting next to her, I gazed at the television. There was nothing else to do, nothing else I could do. Quietly, we continued to gaze at the television. On the screen were the usual New Year's programs, pathetic impersonations and parlor tricks, occasionally ringing out the whole stupidity high-pitched laugh. In the pure white, sunlit room, it dryly reverberated.
ね
Say, suddenly, the girl spoke to me while still gazing at the
え、あな
television.
た
You're on which time?
何回目
Which time? What does that mean?
ここに
Coming here, the seventh floor. Sorry, I don't understand the meaning of the
そう
question. I see, it's your first. It seems that my inability to understand what she was saying, she had up and gone satisfied with that
じゃ
judgment. Well, there's
他に
no
何
one
も
else
いない
around,
し
so it's my duty
そういうルールなの
kind of rule. While nodding, she added that there is a rule for someone to teach people who first come here to the seventh floor. Even now, I understand nothing. And as if ignoring me, the girl slowly began
それじゃ
speaking while
あ
listening
よく聞いて
closely.
ね
All right. Oh, well, listen. The girl's words came by ones and twos. They're simply different compared to the doctor's speech that I had heard up until coming here. In the business-like speech from the doctor, it was said that this was a place to await the advancement of medicine. Dang. Okay. So like, this dude's also in the same boat as her. That's insane. Or at least I'm assuming it's a dude because, like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can just tell. But I mean, I could be wrong. It was also called a place for healing the heart, most likely, broadly speaking. That was probably correct. However, from what the girl said, that was a facade. The seventh floor was within the hospital, but was the only place that didn't give treatment. Simply a place to wait for the end of life. That's what the girl said. That's what I also felt and had the same perception.
私
I'm on my second time, you see. Second time?
ここ
What's
に
that?
来るの
Coming to this place. And the girl taught me. This place called the seventh floor. To be here from the moment of admission all the way until dying, first of all, apparently didn't happen. Even if being cured was impossible, if your health becomes better, then they would allow you to go home once. But after a while, and it turns bad, and once again, you come back. Among those comings and goings, eventually you die. The place where life ran out, it only differed between home and the seventh floor. Without fail, one would die in either of those. It seemed no one has ever escaped that. It was with the meaning that the girl had meant by saying it was her second
Yeah.
time. Well, I only say this
一度
once.
ここからは
So from here on, listen well. Still looking at the dull screen, the girl continued speaking even more. The subject being not about what time the lights would be out and the normal sorts of topics exchanged between admitted patients. She taught me about totally different things. On the third time, you're given a temporary discharge. Prepare yourself. There's never a fourth. You won't be going home anymore. Damn. It's terrible, dude. If there's a time that you want to run away, go not to Station A, but towards Station B. Don't eat anything that is the shortest path. It will end with the least burden to your family. If only full of these sorts of topics that give one pause. Most likely it was something only for people who came here. Though, just those who participated in moving towards death. These were the things that have continued to be been passed down. Misclicked again.
そうよいつか
Alright.
あなたも
Someday you tell it to newcomers too. With those final words, the girl slowly stood up. Gently, her long hair swayed and brushed the tip of my nose. Imagine it
検
just
温の時間だから
Well, it's time for for taking temperature, so. And then just like that, with her back facing me, she began walking towards the hall. I was left alone in that place, with the laughing voice from the screen and the white flowers decorating around the window. In the end, the girl never once looked in my direction. Damn, never looked at you. That's insane. Oh, damn. Hmm. From then, when a few days had passed, finally the New Year's programs ended, and soon the third term of middle and high school would be starting. Today in the lounge, once more, the figures of the girl and I were staring at the television. It's boring, isn't it?
そうね。
Indeed. The word came back in reply, but both of us were conversing while continuing to gaze at the screen. Hey, is this the place? Is this place always like this?
質問の意味がわからない。
I don't understand the meaning of your question. Ah, I meant how there's no one around. Nurses, doctors, and then add to that helpers. If you take them out, then aside from our own caregivers, I had never seen anyone else. I guess it's because it's
そ
the
の
New
理由
Year's.
を知りたいの？
You want to know the reason for that? Ah, no. It's not like I meant that.
じゃあ言わない。
That I won't say. An exchange that wasn't even a conversation. We indifferently exchanged back and forth. A slight breeze came from the windows that couldn't open more than 15 centimeters. Occasionally, it would sway the girl's hair in the same way would sway the white flowers decorating around the windows. Honestly, like I can really appreciate like the authors or author setting the scene or the team. Like I can actually visualize it in my head. It's insane. The two of us, while watching the boring television, were only spending days passing time. Oh, the two of you were in a place like this. Saying that while rushing up was an elderly nurse. From just glancing at the nurse's station, in a while, this person seemed to be the chief of the 7th floor. So, Satsumi-san, you don't have a
大
fever.
丈夫。
It's alright, I don't have one. Satsumi. Apparently, this was the girl's name. You can't be roaming about outside without permission anymore, okay? Alright, here
別
we word.
にいいよ。
Doesn't really matter. What kind of statement is that? Girls these days, they're just not open. Girls these days, bro, she's dying. Bro, what? What? Like that's insane, dude. I mean, like, it's probably just to be playful, but at the same time, it's like, dude, I don't know. Be a little bit more, I don't know, considerate, critical think, I don't know. And for a while more, the nurse continues to scold. To that, she, the girl called Satsumi, let it go by with an indifferent expression. As if ignoring that somewhat noisy nurse, she continued watching the boring screen. Well, later I'll be coming to take a blood sample, alright? With those final words, once again the nurse returned back to the nurse's station. Hey, you. I mean, I can call you Satsumi, right? Wrapped around the girl's wrist was the white vinyl bracelet. While looking at the blood type and name there, I asked, is something wrong?
どうして呼び捨てなの？
Why is there no honorific?
年下のくせに。
Even though you're the younger one.
別に。
No real reason, I just thought. It wasn't that I was upset at the word younger. It was just no matter how you looked at it, one would believe I was 5, 6 years older. That was why I took out the license that was in my chest pocket and showed it to her. How about it? Even though I look like this, I'm 20 now.
やっぱり年下よ。
With just a glance at the license, the girl only that reply. Hey, I don't
どうでもいいじゃない。
doesn't matter, does it? I'm only a bit older. No expression. Those eyes. Jeez, man. When the morning temperature taking ended. I feel like I should maybe for this just start recording it like as a regular video instead of live streaming it, because it just doesn't, I mean, it's more one of those things where it's like you want, like, you can pause it and then you'll bring it up later. Because if it's a live stream, then you'll probably just be like, you might have to look for it, so it might be harder. I'll probably do that then. After I end this live stream, I'll probably just start doing that instead. just cuz I could probably have better audio and stuff like that if I'm not streaming it. But I'll definitely stream other games then. Like if that's the case. I got into the elevator trying not to be seen by the nurses. Coming to the first floor, deliberately passing through the entrance for outpatients, and I was just kept walking out of the hospital. The destination was the place I was taught before, not the nearby station A, but the far station B. It wasn't like I was planning on running away. The 7th floor home, there was no one who died outside of those two. There's no one who died. Dang. Damn. Before that was what I heard. It also so are you saying that you just get caught or something? You go back, or like you always go back? It also seemed that the girl called Sasumi also gone many times to Station B. That was why, for no real reason, I simply felt like wanting to go to see that place once. It's not like there are guards around. Even so, us residents on the 7th floor were different from other admitted patients. While also thinking about the but maybe, I continued walking on the street to the early morning station area, glancing at hurrying commuters and people going to school. I slowly moved on at a measured pace. After walking a while, talking talking about 25 minutes, I finally arrived before the station in terms of the bus stops. It was about 4's distance. In a way, there's quite a bit of people around. That was the first impression upon seeing Station B. Because my clothes were pajamas, I stood out somewhat. However, just like this, bought a train ticket, no single problem, I can go anywhere. Well, why was there not Station A, but the Station B was recommended? I didn't know. However, if one were planning to run away, I thought it was a simple thing. Certainly the girls are supposed to have how many times? Main 7-4, even though I wonder. Early morning for the station while watching the people hurrying by, suddenly that thought occurred to me. Night after the lights been turned off. Holding onto a book of manga, unable to sleep, I wandered around the word, the ward. I don't know why. It might be because I'm like, a little bit sick and very thirsty. All this talking. Don't like it at all. Normally, wandering around after lights out would get one scolded badly, but us residents of the 7th floor were given a relative amount of freedom. And with the lights off, the usual lounge was pitch dark. There, I saw her figure. Hey, today you're looking outside. In the dark room, there was a response, but the face remained looking beyond the window. Immediately, I started talking about what happened during the day. That reminds me, this morning I went all the way to the station, just like you told me. I went to see Station B. I see. This girl's response was no different from the usual. Because she was supposed to have gone before, I had thought that there might have been some kind of reaction, but thinking about that, as well as how she still remained here, did it mean that she really had no intention of running away? I will soon be able to go home. Suddenly, the girl opened her mouth. Words as she is. She had seen clear through to my heart just now. But next, the third time after all. Okay, so you said, oh, damn. So it's her last time going home then? Because she said that you can't go home a fourth time. Because you're dead. That's horrible. Damn. Most likely, she should be able to go home. She was talking about temporary discharge. This place called 7th floor being admitted more than 3 times apparently never happened. Especially in like the elderly, when considering the rate of progression of disease, it was even more so for younger patients like this. That's true. I think it has to do something with your thymus. Depending on the the disease or infection or whatever it is, because like I can't remember what it was. I had learned this, but yeah, basically when you're really young, it's still like uh growing and stuff like that, right? And then if you're really old, your like thymus shrinks or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Look it up if you want. I'm probably somewhat right, probably somewhat wrong. Who knows? With that kind of meaning came the words, "We won't meet again."
え、
Say, which would you
あん
choose?
ど
Choose
っ
what?
ちで死ぬつもりってこと？
Which one do you plan on dying? Damn. My words caught for just a moment. Well, I haven't thought about it
そ
yet.
う。
I see, well, you're still on your first time. The girl spoke in a lonely murmur. Of course, I knew even I couldn't be here forever. Like everyone else, going in and out of the hospital, slowly weakening until someday, in the end, out of this seventh floor, or surrounded by thin smiles, it would come to a choice between those two,
私
probably.
は家は嫌
I don't want home,
だけど
but I don't want here either. And what will you do?
別に
This kind of reminds me of that one
どう
movie.
もしない。
It was like also kind of similar to this. Uh, huh. What was it called? Maybe nah. I don't want to. I don't want to say something wrong. It doesn't matter. I mean, who like realistically, I have nobody seen it, so it's fine. Uh, but yeah, Fallen Our Stars. That's a good movie though. You should definitely watch it. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. Nothing in particular. I won't do anything.
自力で歩けるうちに
While I'm still able to walk on my own,
どこか
I'll
に
just go somewhere. You, even though it was obvious that if you wanted to run away, one could. This girl started on the seventh floor. I thought about that. Do you have any other place to go on
あ
to?
なた
You want to pull me back, eh?
それとも
Or perhaps you want to come with me? Ah, no, I didn't mean it like
Yeah.
that. Dumbass. While gazing out the window, the girl spoke indifferently as always. It had been a conversation where she did not even look in my direction. However, just as that time, I saw that her usual expressionless profile seemed sad. Damn. So you're telling me you talk to her every day and she never looks at you, dog? That's bro. That's actually damn. You gotta be fucked, dude. Like actually, like fuck. If you think about it, like not even just looking at the person once really puts it into perspective of how much this person. I mean, like obviously this is unrealistic, probably a little bit. Um, but it really puts it into perspective that this person doesn't want to be attached to this world that way. You know what I mean? Like actually attached. You could talk to somebody, you know what I mean? And that's all. That's all they'll ever get to see, like the surface level. But damn. Third temporary discharge would be the last. The first time I come to the seventh floor, and then a girl who'd soon face her second time. For me, I still couldn't really feel the things that were happening in reality, but someday would I also come to make such a face? To be that sad? Yeah, hope not, dude. From before dawn, rain fell, occasionally also changing to either sleet or snow. It lightly continued coming down. Within that, I was in the usual place watching the television as always. The seventh floor was devoid of
面
people.
白い
Is it interesting? Nope. A girl came from the other side, exchanging only those words. She quietly sat in the folding chair next to me. Then today also the two of us began gazing at the television. Surely the girl was... There's nothing else to do, nothing else she could do. Surprisingly, she responded to something on the television.
別に
Not particularly. The words were the same, not particularly. but it was a response that was different from the usual for the girl. Becoming interested, I turned my eyes to the screen. What was on the screen was some kind of nature scene on the beautiful hills, trees, flowers, and then a landscape. And focused on the screen were a great many white flowers. So she might be warming up to you then. She's slightly changing. There were flowers I remembered seeing before. They resembled the white flowers even now decorating the room by the windows. Those are the same flowers. Aren't they exactly like these? Speaking, I pointed first at the screen and towards the
種
window.
類は同じだけど
The
現
same
実の絵
kind,
は違う
but different. Giving just a glance at the flowers by the windows, the girls once. Didn't know the difference between the two. So they're the same but different. Either she's trying to mean something deeper, or like it's just the same genus or whatever. That's too broad of a term. No, no. Genus is right, I think. Because it goes domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, then species. Instead of that, the girl normally would never participate in conversation. The girl surprisingly continued with her words. That was why I also tried to maintain the conversation. Are you maybe knowledgeable about this sort of thing? Not particularly, really, but I can't tell the difference. White flowers blooming beyond the screen, the flowers, the faces beyond the profile. While vaguely looking at both of them, I continued further with my words. These are orchids or lilies. Look, they got a whitish color, right? Even though I had no interest, I managed to continue speaking. However, the girl soon became like usual and fell silent. She expressed the screen, possibility conversation once again. I moved my eyes back to the television.
ナルキッソス
Narcissus.
ナルキッソスよ
They're Now I want to look at what these flowers look like. Flower. AI generated waterfall. That's insane. Oh, they're pretty cool. I like it. It's actually pretty cool. Anyways, get back. While answering, for the first time she faced me, swaying her long, waist-length hair. Waist-length hair? That's kind of gross. That's actually, bro. That's actually kind of gross. While pointing at the flowers shown at the television, she looked at me. Just like the flowers displayed on the screen, there was a white vinyl bracelet wrapped around. First time I saw that face, I thought I saw the briefest of smiles. Let's go. W, I guess, dude. Hell yeah, man. All right. Well, that's probably where I'll end it, just because like it might be more enjoyable for whoever sees this like in video form, just because everything will sound a lot better. But yeah. Uh, thank you for watching. I'll stream soon at some point. I'll probably choose another game. Definitely not Clannad. Because it's probably similar to this, but I'll definitely yeah, I'll probably stream the Persona series. I have other games, So if you guys have any like recommendations or any of that, just let me know. Just put it in the comments, and then I'll definitely for sure look at it. But yeah, thank you.